Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Alex, and today I'm going to bring you a brand new video talking about, well, not talking about anything. This is a tutorial on how to do groups and ranks on your Minecraft server again, because of my other one apparently not being clear, as someone said. So I decided to make another one, and hopefully this one is actually working for you guys. And if you guys aren't using Multicraft, it's the same concept. You're just not going to be using FTP like the Multicraft users are. And I also got some requests on Multicrafts, on doing Multicraft, so I decided to do it. And for you Multicraft users, this is not what your thing is going to look like, because I'm actually an admin of the machine. See, it says logout admin because this machine runs my hub server, and if I click servers, you'll see all my servers, which I don't really want you to. So then, what you gotta do is you gotta go to the PermissionsEx folder page. Sorry about that. You gotta go to the PermissionsEx page, which is another permissions plugin that I prefer because it's not so confusing as Group Manager. And a lot of people say it's more confusing, but I don't think so. So what you gotta do is you go to download. And the link will be in the description to PermissionsEx. So you go to download, just download it. I'm not going to download it because I already have it. And then once you do that, you go to your files of your server. So if you don't know how to do that, Multicraft, figure that out yourself. And then you upload it to PermissionsEx. And then I uploaded this stuff too because I uploaded Essentials because my example permissions are in Essentials. So once you upload it, you go to start, then it'll just start. And yes, I'm using Spigot. It's the same thing as Bucket. I'm using Spigot because I prefer that. So once you're done with that, you can just like start it, and then you can stop it again if you want to. You don't have to. Go to login, plugins, PermissionsEx. And then there's a config that you don't want to mess with because, well, you can mess with it if you know what you're doing, but you don't have to because, well, yeah. And then go back to permissions, X folder, and then go to permissions.yml. And as you can see, I have some things already in there, so I'm actually going to delete this. And then this is just groups. You don't mess with this string right here. And then there's a default group already in there with modify world dot asterisk, and you don't need to mess with that. If you're using modify world, I would suggest keeping that unless you want to restrict them. But what I did here was I took away that permission and put in some essentials permissions, and I'm actually going to do that. I don't know if that's a real thing, but if it is, then awesome. But I added some essentials things. All you gotta do to find permission nodes for plugins is you need to search up the plugin, go to its page, and then there should be a commands permissions page. Then you just go down, find what you want. In my case, I found item, so you could spawn items. And then I got kit, so you can get a kit. And then I did TP, so you can TP to other people. And this is pretty much just how to take away a command from a certain group, which is given default by a certain program, which Bucket gives commands default. But I took this away. I know it doesn't give this default, but I did it just anyways. So then just add a well, default right here means it's the default rank whenever they first join the server. So if they're not already in the like users whatever, it makes them that rank. For example, I made this rank default false. I just did this, copied and pasted, and then changed the name, added more permissions, and then I'll show you how to do inheritance later on. Actually, I think you can just do inheritance and then the rank, like default, so then I can just take away the default permissions and it'll still work. So that's how you do inheritance. And then there's some more things you can do. Just look at the wiki for the permissions. So there's a documentation wiki right here. Just use that. So then you want to make sure you have default false on all the other ranks but the default rank. And you can change the default rank name to like regular if you prefer that, and it'll still be the default one. So yeah, and to take away one, you need to have that. You can't just do that, or it'll give them that command, which you don't want. So once you're done with that, you can save, go back, for me at least, and then you start it. You can connect it. Oh, I'm connected to another server. So you start it, and then connect to the server, and then I think I'm op, which I don't want to be, so I'm just going to de-op myself. And then it says Adukuro2, which is my name, and then you can do slash TP, and it says it. And if it says that, if it says like the command and then the arguments you want, it tells you to do, which that means you have access to that command. For example, I'm going to try to do suicide, and it says you don't have access. Or slash TPA, you do not have access. So another one I think I gave was slash items, like slash I51, so wood, and then slash CI, which they don't have, which is clear inventory, and then slash kit, which says there are no kits because you well, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw that down. And then the next thing you want to do is learn how to change a certain user to a certain group. So user, I'm going to put Adukuro2, so slash px user, and then the username, and then group set, and then the group. So I'm going to do VIP because I made a VIP thing, and it'll say that if you're not op. It'll still say it if you're op because you're because if you look at the files, it says or it's like the VIP's after the default, so it's a more important, so you can't do it. Anyway, it's hard to explain, but just op yourself. Actually, I'm going to de-op myself because I don't need to be op. So you have to go to your console and then do that command again, and then it should make you VIP. If you type, it doesn't say, but you can change that in Essentials config. And then the next thing I gave them was slash GM, and that means I have access to it because it actually said the help. So, and then I have slash, I think it was slash fly. Yes, it was. So slash fly, I can just fly. So that's pretty much it. To add, let's say, to add suicide to default, you do slash px group, and then the group name, so like default add essentials.suicide. And it says I do not have permission because I am I don't have all PermissionsEx permissions in my group. It's hard to explain that too. You just do PermissionsEx asterisk, I think. And one more thing I forgot to say was if you want to give every rank not every rank. If you want to give a rank every command possible, you do. You just got to go into the file, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do this. Let's say owner add, and that it gives them all permissions. So that's useful for admin, co-owner, owner, anything that you want to have every permission. But it says I can't do it because I don't have permission to the PermissionsEx commands in this rank. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know. And for those people having an issue with your name being red whenever you're op, you just got to go into the files, plugins, essentials, config.yml, edit, and then change this ops name color to either that, which is nothing, or none, which is what I prefer. I do none. And another thing, you can go to chat, comment this, take away the comment on that, so it says your group, so we can just do that, save, and then I'm going to go back to my server and then reload it. And then I should be able to type and it says VIP. And to change that, you just got to go back into your config.yml, which I'm just going to do config files, config, and then you have to go back down to essentials chat, and then you can do group formats, which is like you can do, let's see, VIP and 8 and E, VIP and 8 and 7, display name, and A, whatever that is, and then and 7 message. That's pretty much just saying it'll have a dark gray bracket, yellow VIP, dark gray bracket, gray name, which is like the light gray name, and then light green or like lime green arrow, I don't know what that's called, and then your message will be gray. So let's just go ahead and save that, go back, reload the server again, and then now my name looks like that. So let's just say something, and then that's what it looks like. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you, or if I need to improve, let me know in the comments. If it helped you out, please leave a like and maybe favorite it or subscribe to me. The subscription links in the description. Also, my Twitter's in the description if you want to follow me. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if it helped you, and